Hi guys, my name is April. Welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. Hi! Today I want to talk about things that actually makes me feel very positive about Singapore, the city slash country that I'm living in. By far, it's been like 4 months. Disclaimer, I was living in China for 36 whole years. I have never been abroad. I have never traveled anywhere outside of mainland China, and Singapore was never on my list. I was never planning to come to Singapore, but at the time when I was leaving, this is the only option that I had. I didn't really have a choice, and I also want to try to be more fair because I have shit on Singapore. I have been complaining. The video I shit on Singapore, like complaining how shitty everything is here, got a really good view in my channel. That's like so. But as an adult, we all know there's 2 sides, maybe 15 sides to everything, everywhere, every person or whatever. So let's also talk about the good things. First thing I love about Singapore is the safety. There's this like an unspoken code that if you left something on the table, the seat is yours. No matter you're leaving a piece of receipt, I have seen that. Chain of keys, I have also seen that. And an iPhone. I have seen that many times. People just leave their phones and wallet. Have I ever seen a wallet? I don't think so. But I have definitely seen people leaving like a little pocket for like changes, like coins. You can leave anything on the table to occupy that seat and go get your food. No one is going to go near that table. It is amazing. I have left my laptop, I have left my phone, my camera or whatever, and nothing has ever happened in the past 4 months. So I think that speaks something about the safety here. Also, one time when I first arrived, when I first moved into this apartment, I think due to all the anxieties and being a stupid foreigner here, like not getting a clue how to live in this country because I could not understand the way people speak about coffee, so I couldn't get a coffee that I wanted for over a week. Can you imagine the frustration? But anyways, I digress. One day I left my apartment. I thought I locked the door, but I didn't. And I didn't know, which is good because otherwise I would be eaten alive. But when I arrived home very late, I was out the whole day, I was in school, right? And then I put my key card on my door and it doesn't open. I was like, oh fuck, now it's like 9 p.m. whatever, I have to call the landlord. Oh, I'm not allowed to speak to the landlord. I would have to call my agent who has another colleague agent who speaks directly to the landlord. The whole system is here. Anyways, I was like, oh fuck, now I couldn't get into my apartment. I have to make phone calls until I realized there's a crack between the door and the wall. I didn't lock my door. Being paranoid as I am, I checked every corner of my apartment over like 1 hour and a half with 2 knives in my hands. I'm sorry. I'm very scared. I'm a single woman. I'm fragile. But boy, did I get scared. And later on, when I talked about this with locals or like people have been living in this country for a very long time, I was panicking, right? When I was telling this story, I was like, oh, I can't believe I just forgot to lock my door and I was just out the whole day. They're so chill about it. They're like, it doesn't matter, nothing's gonna happen. Like sometimes I do that and that's it. That's how safe it is here, and it's insane. And then I did my research about the regulations and laws and caning. Then I understood a bit. The second thing I love about Singapore is the sunshine. I have to make it clear, before I love the sunshine, I hate the humidity. I think I've mentioned this earlier in the video that I complain about Singapore. The humidity here is insane for me. I know people are going to say, well, you chose to go to a tropical country. What do you expect? Remember, in the beginning, disclaimer, I didn't choose here, okay? So let's think. How do I describe the humidity here? It's like perpetual steam room where you wear frizzy hair with pride. But hey, guess what? When you're melting like a ice cream cone in the street, the relentless sun beams down on you, lack of vitamin D is not going to be a problem here. Let's be honest. Yes, the humidity is like insane. You feel suffocated all the time. It's too hot to do anything here. You're melting all the time. You're soaked in your own sweat. But the thing is, sunshine. There is sunshine all the time, all day long. Although it does rain a lot here, but the rain comes and goes like super fast, and there's like shelters along the way if you're not very on the countryside, because I live very on the countryside, so we don't have like shelters along the road all the time. But if you're somewhat downtown, there's almost zero chance that you're going to get soaked in the rain, so it really doesn't matter. You can just go into a building, wait for like 5 to 10 minutes, and the rain is out. It's finished. It doesn't really affect the sun, everyday sunshine. And I think it is crucial for people to get out, walk in the sun. Like, you have to get that vitamin D. You have to get that for your body, for your whole system, to feel like a human being who can survive the ending society and the whole world. And just please don't forget to put sun cream at all time. Please put it on. The third thing I really personally love about Singapore is every building, no matter how small this building is, whatever, it doesn't matter. I think also it's because it's a tiny place, so they can actually manage to do this. Can you imagine to do this in China? It would be impossible, right? Every building here has a unique digital number, so it's so much easier for people like me, a stupid foreigner who has never had experience using Google Map, to find somewhere to go. You don't have that risk about, are you putting the right address? There's a number, there's a digital number. All you have to do is to put that digital number in Google Map. You can have your destination precisely accurate. I think that's great. And also it's extremely friendly to tourists, in my opinion. If you want to use an Uber drive, it's called Grab here, or there's a cheaper version for us rats, poor foreigner. I'm kidding. If you want to go cheaper, there's also an app called Zik. For that, it's super friendly because you don't need to like hustle with the address. You can just put the digital code into the app and then you can go wherever you want. You never have to explain your destination with the driver. Speaking of Uber drives, Grab drives, Zig's drives here, taxi in general, every ride I have taken in the past 4 months, the car is always clean, because I've only lived in China. Whenever I try to get a more affordable ride in Shanghai, when the driver himself is a male, sometimes it gives me a headache because the car smells insanely bad, like ugh, you just want to puke. The hygiene is not that ideal. It has never occurred once here. Like, every car, no matter it's a female driver, a male driver, old people, young person, smells fresh and clean. And you know what's the best part is that no one makes small talks. Hello, heaven. The worst experience that I had, when you get into the car, the driver has to confirm that it's you, right? My name is April, so usually they would say, April, yeah? And one time, this old man saying, April, yeah? And I said, yeah. And he goes, but it's May. I'm extremely awkward. I'm intellectually challenged when it comes to like social. I just responded like in a super awkward way. Not funny, but that's it. And he never continued. No small talks. People don't want to talk to you here, and I love it. I just love it so much. They don't care. They don't care about you. They don't want to know about your day. They don't want to know where do you come from. But I have always been asked when I was trying to shop or buy food, why do you speak so perfect Chinese? Because I'm Chinese. Next thing I love about Singapore is the culture of queuing. British people, back off. You guys are nothing comparing to Singaporean when it comes to queuing. I have never been to Britain, I know, but I have dated one, so that counts. British people are always so known as like how they love queuing. No one loves queuing like Singaporeans do. They queue for everything. Even when you get out of a metro, subway, car, train, when you wanted to get on the escalator, you queue. You don't just like get out and go. You queue, you go, you queue for your escalator. No one cuts a line. Because I have anger issues, it winds me up when someone is trying to cut the line. I had to constantly get into a fight when I was living in Shanghai because people always cutting my fucking line. I have to confront people about it, so it's exhausting. And ever since I came here, it stopped. Stress-free. Next thing I love about Singapore, fashion code. Here's a fashion secret for you. Nobody cares. The beauty standards here is actually acceptable, is actually for normal human beings. I go to the shopping mall with my PJs on and I never got stared. Sometimes I get like a Chinese old man stares. It's always them. I don't know why. Otherwise, nobody gives a fuck about what I wear. People don't flex about that kind of things. You don't see like LV bags or Gucci's or whatever. Or maybe it's because I live on the countryside. I don't know. But even when I go to downtown city, I don't see that a lot. Like people don't compare with that aspect. You don't have to have like an Olympics game for makeup. Nobody cares. You can wear makeup, sure, fine. You cannot wear makeup. No one cares. If you're from East Asia, if you're from Japan, if you're from Korea, if you're from China, you would understand how much it means when not dressing up, not trying to doll up, have perfect makeup, not doing any of that is not going to affect you in any way possible, is not going to stress you out, is not going to give you anxieties, is not going to have a negative impact for your fucking interview, you would understand how wonderful it is. And again, mind you, keep that in mind. I have lived in China for 36 years. I have never left there. So this is a shock to me and I love it. Next thing I love about Singapore, here's the proof. I just like fucked up my wrist again. I got into bouldering in Singapore, I think late May. I got into bouldering because it's so affordable, and also it's crazy how popular it is. You have countless bouldering gym and it's affordable. It's actually affordable. For example, I only have to pay around like $60 per month for a membership off-peak time. That means I can go 4 times a week. Every time is about like 4 hours and a half to 5 hours. That's a fancy bouldering gym. It has like 4 different branches all over the city. For a fancy gym like that, you can pay $60 and you can get more than enough time to go there, to use their facilities. It has like proper changing room, proper shower with shampoo and body shampoo and everything, free towels and blah 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 blah, like everything. Developed country, rich, capitalism. I think it's very good that you can have have affordable sports here, and the whole atmosphere here is very good as well. Back in Shanghai, I wouldn't feel comfortable for wearing only a yoga pants with a sports bra and just go out and just do my sports. I would not be comfortable with that because too many people would stare. I will have to get into fights because people would like actually stare at my camel toe. Get over it. Get over it. Camel toe is normal. People have penises, people have camel toes, people have tits, people have hands, people have eyes, brows. Like, it's normal. Stop staring at my camel toe. It has got to a point that I couldn't even wear yoga pants in Shanghai, which is a very big city, so confused. But here, nobody cares. And also, I'm not very skinny anymore. I used to be when I was suffering from very bad mental health issue. I'm still. But now it's gone to the binge eating disorder. Anyways, I digress. But the thing is, I'm not as skinny as other girls, and I never had to feel like self-conscious wearing that yoga pants and sports bra and just like climbing on the wall. And you can easily get into like city hiking, other sports, camping, if you can breathe in the weather outside. I'm just saying, like, the whole sports thing is very common here, very friendly here, very affordable here. You see people like running, like jogging people all the time, all over the place. I think that's great. The next thing I love about Singapore is the shopping mall. This is also a culture shock to me because in Shanghai or in my hometown, shopping mall is kind of a place that is kind of useless. Like, you go to a shopping mall, you can maybe use like one store, you can maybe afford like one restaurant, you can maybe find like two things to do in the shopping mall. The shopping mall here in Singapore is more community centered, if you will. Like, every train station you get out of it, there's a mall, and this mall is for average people to get average stuff. You can get like affordable restaurants, you can get slightly expensive restaurants to have a good date, you can get a cinema to watch a movie, you can get a shop for hair products, you can get a shop for skincare, makeup, you will have like a grocery store, you will have something for your pets, you can get everything. The mall is actually practical here, and it's not like you can't find expensive things. Of course you can. Last but not least, cars actually stops for pedestrians. Again, if you're watching this and you're coming from or living in a developed country already, like I said, I have never left mainland China for 36 years, so this is very culturally shocking to me. When cars are all the way there and I was just trying to cross the street, they always stop for me. And I also have to like watch and learn. I have to see how other people respond to it. So I saw that people, whenever the car stops for them, they do this and say thank you. So I've learned that. Now I try to do that when a car stops for me, and I would go thank you and I go. I have never experienced this in Shanghai. Nah. I know a lot of people are going to argue with me saying, oh, what are you talking about? China is not so bad. Cars are stopping for pedestrians in China as well. You're just... That's your experience, and I am talking about mine. So there you go. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, press the like button. If you want to subscribe, subscribe. If you want to click the ring bell, it's too complicated. Do whatever you want to do or not. It's okay. I don't want to force anyone. So I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.